I'm going to be reading from the book of Galatians, chapter 3, and we'll start reading at verse 13. It says, Mashyach, or Messiah, has redeemed us from the curse of the Torah. Now, in your English translations, it uses the word law there, but we know from our study that the actual word would have been Torah. And so where it says Mashyach or Messiah has redeemed us from the curse of the Torah. Did you know the Torah had a curse upon it? In fact, you'll find this in Deuteronomy chapter 28. And if you read through the whole chapter, you'll find out that the Torah, the blessing of the Torah, there's a blessing and then there's a curse. And as long as Yasharel followed all the commands of Yahuwah, and they did the things that he told them to do, and they were obedient to all the things that he said, that the blessing of Yahuwah would be upon them. But that if they failed to do so, then the curse of the Torah would be upon them. And you can find, read the whole chapter 28, I think there's 66 verses in that particular chapter, and it talks about the blessing and the curse. But it says here in Galatians chapter 3 that Mashyach has redeemed us from the curse of the Torah, being made a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is everyone that hangs on a tree. That the blessing, this is the good news, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles, or actually the Hebrew word would have been goi. And that word actually means nations. That the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles, or come on the nations, through Yahushua HaMashiach, that we might receive the promise of the Ruach through faith. Wow, there's a whole lot being said here. So I just want to break this down a little bit, and then we've got a whole lot more to share in our future teachings on this. But it says that the blessing of Abraham might come on the nations through Yahushua HaMashiach. The blessing might come on all. See, it's important for us to understand that the covenant that Yahuwah made with Abraham, and the blessing that that was to follow the children of Yasharel and the children, the Yahudim, or the children of Abraham, was that Yahuwah had made a covenant with them. He said, "I'll be a Elohim to you and to your children and to children's children. I'll be the Almighty One, El Shaddai. I'll be the Almighty One to you, and not only to him but to his descendants." But that promise, Yahuwah made with Abraham was also would be available for all the nations of the earth. Because we as Gentiles are grafted in, those that have received the Mashiach, those that have believed on him, can be grafted in to that same covenant that Yahuwah made with Abraham. But notice it says that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles, or the nations. And how that happens is through Yahushua HaMashiach, that we might receive the promise of the Ruach through faith. See, that's how you receive the promise, is through faith. In other words, Jew and Gentile can believe on the Messiah as their Savior, and if they do, if they exercise their faith in the word of Yahuwah, then they can receive the promise, which is the Ruach HaKodesh, the set-apart Spirit. Wow, this is good news to know that. We'll pick this back up in our next session, and please share this with others. And may the reading of the Word of Yahuwah inspire you, encourage you, and bring comfort to you. Let me know if you're being blessed by these teachings. It always encourages me to hear back from you. Thank you. Shalom.